Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for episode number 23. It is our third pay-per-view event of the calendar year, and we are here with LLW Riot. And this promises to be a pretty good show. We've got two pre-show matches that I've thrown in. One of them is to punish Nixon Newell. The other one is to get Marty out of his ring rust. So there's not really much story behind those. But you know the rest of the matches on the card. Everything's in the description. Yeah, we just need to push towards that medium so that we can stop Impact being another company that takes people away from us. So yeah, not much else to say about this. We're in August. It's summertime. Riots are happening, or they were happening. Hopefully not anymore. And yeah, huge card. All culminating in Hiroshi Tanahashi's chance to become LLW's king of the Lariat League. Make sure you leave your predictions down below. I'm very excited for this. Yeah, hopefully this is one of our best shows yet. But we are here in the pre-show, and I thought I would feed Nixon Newell to Xia Brookside, someone who apparently is a next big thing. And you know what? This is Brookside's best performance so far, a 43. Nixon with a 60. Hope you enjoy Impact Nixon. Saved you from WWE and NXT because they got rid of you. They threw you to the side, brought you back to, you know, Great Britain where you're from, and now you're pissing off to there. But hey ho, Xia Brookside gets the win. Someone who's been all of a sudden hanging out at LLW after I criticise her. So maybe it's to do with a popularity increase. Who knows? But yeah, she gets the win here in 9 minutes, defeating Nixon Newell with the Brooksy Bomb. 55 rating overall. You know what? I'll take that. Not bad at all. Very happy with that number. We are around 50-ish popularity now, so 50 plus. So we do need to ensure that all of our shows are 50 plus going forward, at least. Especially if we bought CMLL, it'll need to be 65 plus. But I don't think we're going to do that. That's bad investment. We don't gain anything from that. If we gain some good wrestlers, by all means I'd take it. But the only decent wrestlers there, like Mystico Teton, but they've got no popularity in the UK, so there's no point, is there? But let's continue. The next pre-show match is Marty Martinez taking on Grado. 51, you know, not bad. They got good chemistry as well, which is interesting. Looks like Marty is still a little bit rusty. Oh, he's not. He's not rusty. Oh, that's just how good he is. Oh, okay. We might release Marty Martinez though, because his numbers are crazy. Why is he just doing that? Yeah, you're not staying on my payroll if that's the best you can do. Sorry, buddy. We've already got some lower mid-carders, and they're all, you know, under 30, whereas you're definitely not. But Marty gets the win here. He makes Grado tap with the sharp shooter. Grado with a 51. You know, not bad from Grado. We will take that. Actually, hold on. I'm just thinking out loud here. This could have been my fault. We'll give Marty one more chance because I did list this as a comedy match because, you know, apparently Grado's really good at comedy matches. I wanted to see what he could do. So I may have fumbled here putting Marty in a comedy match. So let's revisit this on our next show, this exact match but not comedy, and then we will judge Marty and see whether he gets released or not. Let's do that. Yeah? Cool. Well, that is the pre-show out the way. If you look in the description, I always put the match orders as they appear, and we're starting off big. We're starting off with potentially our match of the night, our ladder match, getting those ladders out and out of the way. It is Gunnpowder taking on Ricky Knight Jr. and Colby Corino, who have been very impressive in every match they've been in. They fell short against Gunnpowder a few weeks ago, but they have got a rematch as accepted by Bobby Guns, and this time it's a ladder match. No need for submission, no need for pinning, which, you know, is what Timothy Thatcher is very good at. Yeah, let's just dive straight into it. Opening LLW Riot. Oh, 79, yes! That's how we want to start the show. So in a bout that had superb wrestling, my favourite word, and good heat, Ricky Knight Jr. and Colby Corino get the win. They have defeated the undefeated Gunnpowder in a ladder match to win the Knights of the Lariat League titles. It looks like here Ricky Knight was the one that retrieved the belts at the top. Obviously, in terms of rim work, Timothy Thatcher was the best. An 82 from Timothy Thatcher, so not as high as it normally is. He's another one that I could see Impact stealing. Please don't. Bobby Guns with a 63, Colby with a 64, and Ricky Knight Jr. killing it. Another one I could see Impact stealing. Please don't. With a 71. That's why we need to get to medium soon, because it's just going to really upset me if they keep pillaging my people. But yeah, 79. What a way to start the show. I mean, the rest of these people have got a lot to live up to now. And, the fun doesn't stop here, because we head straight into more tag team action where Moustache Mountain get their rematch against Fantasmambo. Trent Seven asking for this because he wants to prove that he is not the weak link. So let's find out if he is or not. 74, another great result in a bout that had superb wrestling and good heat. Fantasmambo get the win again, when El Hijo del Fantasmo pins Trent Seven again with the bridging German suplex. Tyler Bate head and shoulders above everyone, and Trent Seven again the weak link. Oh, that's not good. Trent asked for this, and the exact same thing has happened again. Tyler Bate though with an 86, my boy. Trent Seven with a 42, El Hijo with a 75. Wow, these guys really do step it up when it comes to the events. And Chuck Mambo with a 54, which is also really good. So Fantasmambo getting another win under their belt, and you can probably bet they'll be looking for a Knights of the Lariat League title match again soon. But yeah, where does Trent go from here? He's back-to-back losses. It's been, let's be honest, it's been his fault for the losses. Don't know, I mean, Tyler's got to have a word with him, or he's just got to ditch him, in my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, Trent losing again, and it being his fault. The action does not stop here, though, where we have another match. It is our Queen of the Lariat League title match. Heidi Katrina, who won it under, dodgy circumstances. She was never meant to be champion. It was meant to be Millie McKenzie, but Millie McKenzie unfortunately broke her neck mid-match, meaning Heidi Katrina won the match that was just meant to be a loss. But she has been defiant. She has said that she will prove that she is a worthy Queen of the Lariat League, and up until now I think she's done a very good job, but she now faces probably her toughest challenge yet, which is the former two-time Queen of the Lariat League, Ayesha Ray, the Amazon, the big badass. Let's see what happens in that match coming up now. 62, I'll take that. And in the bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, it is Heidi Katrina that defeats Ayesha Ray in 20 minutes with that spear, the spear that we all mentioned and that we all know she can pull out the bag, meaning that this is defense number 4 of her Queen of the Lariat League title. Heidi with a 49, which isn't the best, but it's kind of around what she normally gets. Ayesha Ray with the 66, being dominant as ever. They've got great chemistry as well, which is awesome to see. We can always run this back whenever we want to. But yeah, the big story out of this though, Heidi Katrina defeating Ayesha. Ayesha probably stunned by this, thinking that this was going to be a walkover, but apparently not. Heidi is still our Queen of the Lariat League. We have a little break from the matches now, because before his Prince of the Lariat League match, Dan Moloney has a few things to say about Chris Dijak. And a 62, nice one. Dan didn't get negatives here like he did last time. Dan Moloney just kind of really cuts into Dijak, just saying, you sold out. You were released from WWE and NXT because they didn't want you anymore. And William Regal gave you this opportunity for the biggest up-and-coming company in the world. Lariat League Wrestling will be global one day, and you have sold out. The second a mid-table club has come up. Impact Wrestling, mate. Really? You're going to leave this Lariat League, a place where you're loved, a place where you're champion, for Impact Wrestling? Nah, I'm not having that. This crowd isn't having that. So when that bell rings, you best believe that the driller Dan Moloney is taking that belt from you because you don't deserve to have a championship belt in LLW. So obviously, you know, a great promo here from Moloney, really getting the fans on his side. And I mean, he's got all this momentum, all this anger, all this frustration, and he's also got the French Ted booking. So let's just say Moloney is our new... Wait, no he's not. What? What? Hold on a second. Chris Dijak retains. What? That was not meant to happen. In a bout that had superb wrestling and good heat, Chris Dijak defeats Dan Moloney in 14 minutes. Not even 20, 14 minutes, with the reverse Death Valley driver making defense number 2 of his Prince of the Lariat League title. That is not what was supposed to happen. Someone, me, has made a mistake, but we move on. We've been surprised before in this series, and we'll be surprised again. Dan Moloney, after one of the best promos we've heard in LLW, loses to Chris Dijak, the man who is leaving. Is he going to leave with the Prince of the Lariat League title? I mean, it's not long until he's gone. He'll be gone in, what, 2 weeks? So, yeah, we got to... Or no, more than 2 weeks, like 3 weeks. So, yeah, we got to put this man in matches, in hard matches. But still, a 70. 70 is really good rating for this match. Dan Moloney outperforming Chris Dijak, which is what we want to see. But we did not want to see Chris Dijak win. This man is doing everything he can to keep this belt and really, really piss us off. So you best believe in the next episode, he is dropping it to someone. Oh, that's ominous, isn't it? But yeah, we got to get that belt off Dijak, and we need to have him lose. I might have him have like 3 matches in a row next week, you know, just to fuck with him. I don't know. But yeah, 70. Dijak retains. Wow. Sorry, Dan. I fucked up. But this does take us to our main event. Ashton Smith, our 2-time king of the Lariat League, taking on the ace of Japan, the former ace of Japan, let's be honest, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, also, hold on, before we jump into that, 3,900 people have come to watch this show at the Royal Albert Hall as well, of all the places. Yeah, the Crystal Palace Arena was too small. The next biggest is Royal Albert Hall at 5,000. So yeah, we've got a few empty seats, but I'd rather have 3,900 people than a flat 3,000. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's head straight into our King of the Lariat League match. Can Ashton Smith make it another defense, or will we have an ace as a king? In a bout that had superb wrestling and great heat, Hiroshi Tanahashi defeats Ashton Smith by disqualification, because during the match we had Drew Galloway and Claudio Castagnoli debuting attack Ashton Smith, resulting in a disqualification. The fans hated the ending to this match, as did I. Ashton Smith with a 69, Tanahashi with his best performance yet, a 55. And yeah, Claudio Castagnoli is here with his wrestling machine gimmick, and a 43 rated match. But obviously this match has gone into chaos, you could say a riot, because post-match we have an all-out brawl between Drew Galloway, Claudio Castagnoli against Ashton Smith and Tanahashi, who have just on the fly teamed up and started brawling these two men who interrupted the main event match. And the crowd are pissed. The main event has been ruined by Drew Galloway and Claudio Castagnoli, so there's nothing else to do except William Regal grabs the microphone and goes, "Oi, oi, 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 stop it, now, stop." And the four of them break it up in the ring, and he says, "This is not how we end our biggest show of the summer. Yes, this may be called LLW Riot, but there will be some order in the Lariat League." Now, Drew and Claudio, you want to make the headlines, you want to be in the main event so badly, fine, you're in the main event. Ashton and Hiroshi, your match is going to have to go on hold, and you will get your rematch at some point in the future, but right now this is going to be a tag team main event. Drew, Claudio on one side, Ashton, Hiroshi on the other. Main event right Now, let's get a referee out here, because obviously the referee shat himself and ran. So our new main event, our makeshift main event, Drew Galloway and Claudio Castagnoli teaming up and taking on our king of the Lariat League, Ashton Smith, and the ace, the former ace of Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Let's see what happens in this one. A 72. Hey, that's what we wanted. In a bout that had superb wrestling and great heat, it's the team of Drew Galloway and Claudio Castagnoli that come out on top. Wow. When Drew Galloway pins the king of the Lariat League, Ashton Smith, with a Claymore kick. Drew Galloway said he would keep a close eye. Drew Galloway said in his debut he's coming for that belt. And he is here pinning the king of the Lariat League, something he couldn't do just over a month ago when he teamed with Grado. But it seems like Claudio is a much more formidable teammate. Let's just look at the numbers here. Anything dragging it down. Claudio's declining physical ability, that's fair enough. Hiroshi, yeah, odd heel face combination, cool. But yeah, that is how we end the show. Drew Galloway and Claudio Castagnoli stealing the show, creating, you could say, a riot. And they stand tall with Tanahashi and Smith, who was meant to be our main event, standing tall at the end. So yeah, that is how we end this show. Let's see how we did. 73, I will take that, and the show increases our popularity. Yeah, bit of chaos at the end, but you know, what do you expect when it's a riot, guys? But I think the biggest news coming out of this is the opening match. New Knights of the Lariat League, Ricky Knight and Colby Corino are our new Knights of the Lariat League, defeating the undefeated Gunnpowder. Is this the end of Gunnpowder, or is Timothy Thatcher going to pursue a singles run? Who knows? Fantasmambo as well, defeating Moustache Mountain again. Trent Seven really having to question some things now. Heidi proving herself against Ayesha. Moloney cutting the promo of the year and then losing to Dijak, which I'll put my hands up, is a boo-boo on my part. But everything happens for a reason. It's just going to make when Dijak loses that much sweeter, in my opinion. And then Tanahashi technically getting the win, but it's not really a win, is it? Because it was ruined by Drew Galloway and Claudio Castagnoli, who have debuted as a pairing. Well, Claudio's debuted, Drew is here already, and they defeat our king of the Lariat League and our king's #1 contender in a tag team main event. But that is it for this one, guys. I'm not really gonna chat too much more on things, but you know, we're gonna have to see what the fallout is here. Dijak is enemy #1 in the locker room. Everyone wants a piece of him. Drew Galloway and Claudio have made themselves known in the king of the Lariat League title scene. Tanahashi is obviously not happy about losing his opportunity, but he will get another one in the future. We're also going to have to see what happens with Trent Seven too, and we're going to get that non-comedy rematch between Marty Martinez and Grado in the next one. So yeah, lots of things to look forward to as LLW continues to grow and improve. Yeah, I think this worked out quite well. Thank you very much, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Yeah.